All right. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
For joining our high five. Today we're looking at Joshua chapter 3, verses 6 through 11. So I'll read it, jump right into it. So, Joshua chapter 3, starting at verse 6, it says, And Joshua said to the priests, Take up the ark of the covenant and pass on before the people. So they took up the ark of the covenant and went before the people. The Lord said to Joshua, Today I will begin to exalt you in the sight of all Israel, that they may know that as I was with Moses, so I will be with you. And as for you, command the priests who bear the ark of the covenant, when you come to the brink of the waters of the Jordan, you shall stand still in the Jordan. And Joshua said to the people of Israel, Come here, listen to the words of the Lord your God. And Joshua said, Here is how you shall know that the living God is among you, and that he will without fail drive out from before you the Canaanites, the Hittites, the Hivites, the Perizzites, the Jerushites, the Amorites, and the Jebusites. Behold, the ark of the covenant of the Lord of all the earth is passing over before you into the Jordan. So that's Joshua chapter 3, verses 6 through 11.
Good job with the ites, man. Good job. so, um, so yeah, one of the things I was looking at in this collection of scriptures, um, and it's somewhat simple, but I think it's important to kind of point out because um, it's an important simple thing that in the first couple was 6 and 7, 8, Joshua is talking to the people. So God is talking to Joshua, Joshua is talking to the people. And so the people's so Joshua's job is to hear from God. The people's job is to listen to Joshua, and everything should work according to plan. Everything should be fine as long as Joshua is the one giving the commands because he's hearing from God, and the people are following because they know that Joshua is in command because he's listening to God. Like it's. I was Richard and I were talking like it's not easy necessarily. Like it's some people may still have questions. You may still want to know why, but it's very simple. God isn't doing anything tricky. It's I'm talking to Joshua. If you listen to Joshua, you will be successful. If you want to come up with a different plan, now you are messing with your own chances for success. Sometimes, even though it sounds simple, even though we say we know, sometimes we just need to follow and listen to good leadership. And you want to make sure it's good leadership, but if it's good, solid leadership, if God is directing the leader, sometimes it's just as simple as I'ma just follow. Like I don't have to sit there and debate and go back and I just need to follow. Let me just follow. It'll work if I just follow. So
Yeah. And as you're saying that, it just made me think about like I was just watching the game, and like the quarterback, he has a headset in his helmet and he hears from the offensive coordinator. Offensive
right,
coordinator gives him the play in the huddle, and he gives the play to everybody else.
right,
Can you
right.
imagine him? He gets the play, he gives it, and then somebody says, "No, we want to do something else." Like he doesn't even like that's the play that was given. Like there's no argument about it. Like we're gonna run
Right,
the play that was given, and that's
right.
really what we see here. Like God is giving Joshua the play. Has him in the huddle, telling everybody else what we're gonna do.
Yeah,
And that's the way
yeah.
it should be.
Not a good analogy. You're right. It should be that simple. Like, let's run the play.
Yeah. Unless we think we know more football than the offensive coordinator.
Who gets paid to call plays?
But yeah, one of the main things that I saw in here was verse 7, and it's basically the Lord telling Joshua, like he says, I'm going to exalt you in the sight of Israel. Like I'm going to do something that's going to like raise you up. That's going to have the people like really look at you. And but this is not to look at you to worship you or praise you, but this is to look at you to know that I am definitely with you, that I am definitely giving you the plays, that this is going to be that sign that shows everybody that, oh, he got the headset, like God is talking to him. And that's what we see there. And you know, you think about just how God works. Like when they had Moses leading them, like they were able to see Moses do like great things to kind of know that the Lord was with them when he parted the Red Sea, like, because he didn't even really know what to do at first in that situation. But, you know, from hearing from God, he got the signal, he knew what to do. And that was like a sign of, you know, them knowing, yeah, God is with this man. God is speaking to him. God is talking to him because this situation, nobody but God could have done that. And this is like, you know, he's now setting Joshua up for that same kind of all of Israel is going to know that I am talking to you. I am having, I placed you in charge. I put you in the place where you are so that you can lead my people. And I just think that's, you know, good to know that God would not just put you in a position and let you figure out like how you're going to let everybody know that, you know, I'm talking to you, that I'm leading you. But God is going to put you in there, and then he'll even, like I say, he'll work it out so that the people know. He'll exalt you. He'll lift you up. He'll do something. He'll use you. He'll speak through you to let everyone know that, you know, you are his. He has chosen you to do this job. So I thought that was kind of key.
Yeah. That's a good a motto. I don't know, a hashtag like get your headset. You gotta have a headset. Like, like you don't want to be out there freestyling. You want the headset. I heard from the sideline
Right.
this play. I'm not out here making this up. This is not my place. This is from the sideline. It was called, so get your headset. Like, because and I only say that because we're talking about Joshua because he was the leader in this sense, but I mean every husband is supposed to be the leader of his family. You got to
Exactly.
have a headset, like if you're in any kind of position of authority anywhere, like you need to have a headset on because I may be trying to change the play and you're no, we're all right. Like, so yeah,
Yeah.
great point though. The last thing I was looking at is verse number 10. Verse number 10, um, Joshua says to the people, "Here is how you shall know that the living God is among you, and that he will without fail drive out from before you all those people that Richard named off, all the ites, right?" Um, and that phrase "without fail," just to me, it just stands out like it almost in neon letters, just without fail. And Joshua is telling the people that this crossing of the Jordan, even though it's a small thing, if you think about it, that's not really a battle. It's not, they're not fighting anyone. But then crossing the Jordan is the first step. And even though it's the first step, even though it may seem like, well, you know, you could almost say it's a quote unquote little thing.
Mhm.
Joshua is saying this little thing or this seemingly trivial thing is an indicator of everything else that God is going to do. This should be your sign. You don't have to ask any other questions after today. That is God among us, is the living God among us, because he is going to show you through crossing this Jordan that he is indeed among us, number one. And number two, that he will. It's not us. I mean, we have to fight.
Yeah.
We have to show up, but he will fight the battle, and he will drive out from before us all the inhabitants of Canaan, of the promised land. He will, and he will do it without fail. And that's and that when you know the story going forward, when you know how they make mistakes, they mess up,
Yeah.
and it's still God is the one who I know I will I won't fail.
Yeah.
I'm this like this is a sure thing. Like I'm not gonna fail to do what I've promised because this promise goes all the way back to Abraham
Yeah.
that I made a promise way back. I'm not gonna fail. I know I had you walking around in the desert for a while, but I'm not gonna fail. Like, even though it has taken all this time, I will not fail to fulfill the promise that I made. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And so, and I think for us, like sometimes just in our life, some things seem like they are taking a long time or they don't seem like they're gonna happen. And
Yeah.
God is going without fail. Just those two words, without fail. If I told you it was gonna happen, if I promised it to you, I don't care what it looks like.
Right.
Without fail, it's gonna happen. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. I mean, that's the type of God we serve, that's the type of
right,
God who we're talking about, like without fail. Like nobody else can say that. Nobody else fits that.
right.
Um, like Joshua can't make that claim on his own. Um,
There you go. Which is why it's such a bold statement that he's making it because but I mean, he has the headset. I see you added the icon, man. He has the headset.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, he has the headset. So, like he's confident. He has every reason to be confident. Like the living God is among us. Like, who's gonna stop us? you know? Those idols? We scared of idols now? We got the living God. Let's go.
Right.
Um, but yeah, no, just yeah, it reminds me of the same point that Pastor Manuel was making, a few weeks ago, like how the Red Sea was for Moses, this crossing the Jordan really was for Joshua. Like
Right.
this is your sign. Like once you get across and you step foot over there, everything that because if you go all the way back to chapter 1, everywhere Joshua's foot touched, you own it. That's yours.
Yeah.
I've given it to you. So, it's just a matter of getting over there. You let me help you. I'm gonna make sure you get across because everywhere that you step, once you're there, it belongs to you.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else, Rich?
That
You hear
that
anything else in your headset? You
no, I think that's it.
all right. All right. Well, you can close us out there, man.
Okay. Well, we thank you for joining us. Once
Definitely.
again, we hope that you're getting something from these morning high fives. Hopefully, you're just able to see, learn, just pick up one thing, one point out of these scriptures that can help you, that you can carry with you, that you can implement into your life, and just have a better relationship with God. But yeah, we thank you for joining us. We'll be back again next Monday if the Lord says the same. Uh,
Yep.
and we will see you for the next one.
All right. You have a great day, guys.
Yes.